This week on What the Heck, we check in with Tyler, talk ideal dinner guests, and then see how much we know about college sports in Name That Mascot. Crack a cold one, kick your feet up, and enjoy the show. Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 16 of What the Heck. I'm here tonight with Jake Reese and Tyler Heck. I'm Colin Frederick. The gang's all here. We're ready to roll. Finishing off month number 4 of bringing sweet, beautiful, it's not music, beautiful words into your ear holes.
We're like Delilah. You remember Delilah on the radio?
She's the worst ever.
You love her and you know
Nope,
it.
I don't.
That smooth, quiet voice at 11 o'clock as you're driving home.
No, well, that was back in the day when Austin Pier Service used to snowplow. So I thought it was real cool, and I'd get up real early and ride with my dad at like 2 in the morning. And she was always on 99.1, the Christmas Mix.
Yep.
Who doesn't play Christmas music anymore?
Yeah, they do.
99.1 does?
Yeah.
Back to it. I think.
But it only starts, I think it only goes from December 1st through Christmas Day.
Well, that's useless. I like to start in September.
Well, I'd start then too, but I think it's Lake 96 one.
Yeah.
They start the day after Thanksgiving and go until New Year's. I think New Year's
New
Eve.
Year's.
Yeah. That's pretty good for
Yeah.
me. Might be the best
That's
round.
the perfect one.
That's like the latest I'm willing to start is Thanksgiving.
You go real early.
I'm a bit of a Christmas elf.
I second that.
The best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear.
Totally.
but only at Kip and Deb's. According
Kip
to
and,
Katie.
Yeah, Kip and Deb's. Well, no, I'd sing elsewhere. It's just
She's
that,
only Kip and Dub's good.
right.
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah.
different.
I forget that all the time.
God, figured it. Oh, man. So, we've got a lot of stuff to get into tonight. Some of it might be real deep and heavy and emotional. But before then, we've got a mystery on our hands.
Scooby-Doo Inc.
Scooby-Doo
Mystery
Inc.
Inc.
Mystery. By the way, someday I'd like to talk about all of the different Scooby-Doo characters throughout the years and who maybe did the best job.
Let's rank them.
Like I was watching Scooby-Doo.
Main characters or just guests? Or anyone on the show?
I'm talking about like the people that played the characters.
Got it. So not necessarily the cartoon.
Well, I mean maybe the cartoon because I was
The
watching
voices?
the Scooby-Doo, like the original one, with my niece and nephew the other night, and I realized that Casey Kasem was Shaggy, and I had no idea.
Was the best Shaggy.
I did
That's
not
what I'm
know
saying.
that
He was
either.
He was so good.
Now I'm gonna have to go watch them and like see who the voices
I think
are.
that one's on Netflix.
It's hard to
or
tell,
something.
but once you know it's him, you can.
You're like, oh yeah, he's
That's all you hear.
top 40,
Yeah.
whatever.
I was a big Scooby-Doo fan growing up, so I probably had no idea who anybody was. But now as an adult, to go back and go, oh no way, that person or
And
that
whoever
person.
did Fred also did Scooby. It was the Fred Scooby combo.
the early
Yeah,
on,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, in the cartoon.
I think I do remember that.
I don't know who it was, but so that's a thing that we can also discuss
Yeah.
sometimes.
Totally, that could take up a whole show right
But
there.
in the meantime, we have to act as the squad. I don't know what their little name was. I know that.
Mystery Inc.
All right, that feels like they could use a better name,
Well, they were just
Come
a
on.
bunch of kids.
like the Clue Squad.
That's no better than Mystery Inc.
How about,
Maybe we'll go by the Clue Squad.
Yeah, we'll go
We
by
could
the.
be
All right, we're the Clue Squad. Jake, you be the talking dog. We got our first piece of fan mail this week, and it's quite.
Is it really fan mail?
It feels like
It
fan
had
mail.
to have come from a fan. Who
Came
else?
from a fan. Otherwise, how would they know about the What the Heck podcast? However, before we get into dissecting this and all of the mystery issues about it, and see, I'm all thrown off. It's so
Yeah.
mysterious. I would like Tyler DeHeck to read the letter as it's written for our fans.
All right, I'm
Brace
going to
yourselves.
try my hardest. I have yet to read this once through without laughing. Because
Don't look at us. Then
Oh,
we won't.
I'm just going to keep following the words. All right. Hi, what the heck? My name is Timmy. I'm 11 and I need some help. My friends and I are planning a camping trip because we don't really know when we're going back to school again, and our sisters are getting on our nerves, and I don't really know what I need to get or plan for. So first, sisters getting on your nerves, been there.
I've not been there, but I can imagine.
Yeah.
I can imagine too.
Totally.
You're probably asking yourself, where's your dad and why isn't he helping you plan?
Yeah.
Well,
My
I pretty
first
much
thought.
don't have a dad.
Oh.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
He
It's kinda
travels all the
Timmy
time for
orphan.
work, which, oh, that's understandable.
Sure.
He gets home late.
Doesn't mean that he doesn't exist,
Yeah.
but you know.
And is pretty much a douchebag.
Yeah, okay.
Ooh, ouch.
And this is where
Go south.
I struggle getting through.
Thanks, really.
Plus, he grew up in the city. And I think he licked windows when he was a kid instead of going outside and enjoying nature. I'm a little scared of what animals I'm going to see. I've never slept on the ground. Where do I go to the bathroom? I have so many questions. Can you please help me? Thanks, and I really love your show. Your biggest fan, Timmy.
All right, now first,
Timmy!
I think that Timmy, or Timmy in air quotes, wants us to talk about camping sometime, which I'm open to doing.
I think that'd be
I
a
think we
great
could do that.
topic.
I'm into that. I love camping, and then that would help us plan for the first annual What the Heck Camp Out. But now let's really dive into this. I'd like to start with the envelope in which it came.
Two things we noticed about that envelope, right?
First, it says "What the Heck Podcast." It looked like they wanted to write a capital A, but then squiggled it out with a lowercase a. They know my home address.
Which I don't think you've ever said on the podcast.
Well, no, because I'm not a crazy person.
Yeah,
but
right?
this
So either.
Timmy is,
So
apparently.
it has to be someone who knows your address.
Right? Yeah, not even just like they knew where my house was to stick it in the mailbox.
Right.
They wrote my address
legitimately wrote the
on
address
an
down.
envelope.
Right.
The return address simply says Timmy. So if
He's 11. He
if
probably
he-
doesn't know where he lives.
if he had my address wrong, he's got my address and not his own. Okay. If he got my address wrong, it could never make it back to him. And there's a stamp on it. But Jake, please tell me about your very interesting observation that I had completely overlooked.
I have gotten mail over the years, believe it or not. Maybe not fan mail, but mail nonetheless. And
bills and stuff.
yeah, whatever. When they come, there's usually like a stamp or like a pen imprint or
Some
something.
sort of marking.
Some sort of marking from the post
A
office.
postmark,
right?
if you will.
And they go over your stamp, so you can't take stamp off and reuse it. However, this stamp is clean. There's no post office markings anywhere on that envelope, which would lead me to believe it was not actually mailed, but yet hand delivered into your mailbox. Boom.
Which, between Timmy's dad working in the city and just being able to throw away 55 cents like this, apparently he's pretty well off.
Yeah.
Well, I did say Dad travels a lot for work.
That's
so
what I'm saying.
Must
He must
make some coin.
apparently 55 cents just in the toilet.
If I were you, I would steam that stamp off and reuse it.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. So we'll be I'll just, if one of you gets a letter from me in an envelope that looks like maybe it was originally the What the Heck podcast, don't worry about it. So now let's dive into the letter.
Well, the first thing that we talked about was not many 11-year-olds are going to write a letter. I mean, grammatically and just the way that it's written. Maybe we'll try and post a picture of it so you can see, but it's definitely an adult.
Yeah.
Like, or someone who has taken a high-level English course because
But you can
it's
tell that
broken up into different sections.
Yeah, you can tell that it's an adult that is kind of half-assed trying to write like a kid,
Yeah.
but doing a poor job of executing that part.
And I guess maybe to my face. As a teacher, I don't
That sound
know
you're hearing
many...
is Jake shimmying out of a Hawaiian shirt at the moment.
I don't hear many 11-year-olds calling their own father a douchebag.
Fact.
To other people.
They're going to get smacked.
Maybe-
Yeah, that's the. I was gonna say I just
Maybe-
had an 11-year-old turn 12. I'm pretty sure he's never called me a douchebag that I know of.
To your face, right.
Yeah, but he's not going to go around saying it to other people.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Publicly shaming his father.
Especially, it sounds like your dad used to live in the city, so you live in a small town. You know that's going to get back to Dad.
It's gonna get back to
Someone's
him.
going to hear you.
And then not only to call him a douchebag, but
So you licked windows?
yeah,
That might be worse than being a douchebag.
Did you eat paint chips as a kid? That's what I thought
right,
of when
the
I
same
heard it.
thing.
Jumped right to Tommy Boy.
So just,
We appreciate the fan mail. However,
who are you, Timmy?
if Timmy could please step forward, we'd appreciate
Can the
that.
real Timmy please stand up?
Please stand up. Please stand up.
So now this is the part where if we were Clue Squad, we'd pull his mask off, but we don't know who he is to pull his mask off.
Yeah. Tune in next week.
Darn kids!
I might have got
Just
away with
mind
it
your
too.
own business.
For you and that meddling Jake. So yeah, if you're Timmy, you know what? Here's how I'd like to. Timmy, if you're out there in podcast land and you're willing to reveal yourself as Timmy or anyone else, we'd love to have you on the show to talk about your window-looking dad.
And we'll help you with your camping situation.
Yeah.
Yep. And if you're, I'll come pick you up because clearly you had to be close enough to hand deliver this
Yep.
to Colin's house,
I'd say that
which means I would pick you up and drop you off.
we could grill out and you'd probably smell it from your house, apparently.
But here's how we're going to know, because anyone can now, I mean, we've just
Right? They're going to be like,
we've
oh,
given
I'm
all the
Timmy."
information out, right? So to tell us that you're actually Timmy, you've got to tell us what is on the stamp on the envelope.
Additionally, you'd need to submit a handwriting sample so we can cross-reference it with the envelope.
Yes.
'Cause
Or
the,
even
the
just-
letter is typed, but there's writing on the envelope.
Or even send us an email with Colin's address, because you have to know that.
That's true.
It's true.
So what email? Where can they get that email to?
Oh, by George. If you want to not snail mail us, you can reach us at whattheheckpod@gmail.com.
Here's the other thing that I think could come out of this. If you think you are good enough at writing something like this that will make us laugh, that we would talk about on the show, email it to us, mail it to us,
Creepily drop
Hand
it off at
deliver
my
it
house.
to his mailbox.
hand deliver it to the mailbox, any of our mailboxes.
Reach
It
out to
doesn't
me
matter.
offline. I can give you Colin's address.
Yeah,
That's
no,
fine.
that's fine.
But I think
The more the
this
merrier.
this honestly has made the last couple of days. It was hilarious.
really
I went
good.
back multiple times just to read the window licking part.
Did I?
It's so funny. So if you think that you can make us laugh like Timmy did, I say go for it. Get us some more letters and make us laugh.
And we'd love to have you on the show, for real.
Yeah.
Total guest. We'd
So-
welcome you with open arms, Timmy.
Yep, but no hugs.
Not hugs.
Socially distant open arms.
We can air hug.
Air 5.
Uh-huh. Cool. So that is a thing that happened this week. And now I guess we can hop right into her. I guess I can preview it. Do I need to preview it?
Nah. We can just get
Let's
it
keep
rolling.
going. We're on a roll.
Tyler. What the heck?
All right, I'm stealing this topic from a conversation that, well, Colin and I were a part of last week, but I'm changing it a little bit because we stuck to like one specific part on this, but it really got me thinking, like even just about myself. Are there any items like you go to the store, you're grocery shopping, and you have this on your list, but you have to get a specific brand,
Oh.
or like you will not get a specific brand? Like we talked about peanut butter.
Yep.
And I believe you were a Chunky Skippy,
No, Chunky
Jif,
Yeah.
Smooth Skippy,
Yep.
peanut butter. But is there any other item out there, like peanut butter, that you are just like, I have to have this brand or I cannot have that brand? And I'll start one off because it's kind of weird and it's actually the opposite of what people think. I am a huge off-brand, like chocolatey Pebbles guy that come in the big bag.
Sure.
For honestly, mostly the reason that they come in a 10-pound bag.
Yeah,
For like $3.
Multi-meal Pebbles are legit.
Yeah.
Fruity Dino Bites, I think, are better than Fruity Pebbles.
That's the other thing. I got them because I'm carrying a 40-pound sack of chocolatey pebbles out of the store. Like, I could eat that for a whole semester. That's when I started getting them.
Looks like he bought dog food, but no, it's just tiny
Like, yeah.
rice cereal.
I'd put the label down so people thought I was like getting dog food. But I got them thinking, why would I not buy this bag of cereal for a cent for an ounce?
Yeah.
And then it turned out to be way
Oh,
better,
it's
in my
delicious.
opinion, taste-wise.
I tend to be a name brand food snob, but malto meal pebbles, both the cocoa and fruity variety, are unbelievable.
Yeah, there's just so much more flavor. And I thought, okay, is this just their way of, like, this is just the bottom of the barrel. This is where all the flavor is, but they sell it separately to still make all their money for us idiots who are like, oh, I don't want the name brand. I'm
Well,
going to
that's
go buy
like
this.
Dean's. They bottle milk as Dean's, and but used to be like Walmart, great value.
Right.
It's literally the
It's
same milk out of the
Dean's.
same thing, and
That's
just
just
two different
like
jugs.
the Century
It's like 20
label
cents
is.
cheaper.
Yep.
Same milk, tastes the same.
Can confirm, having
$1.25 each.
at the factory. I always used to do that. I'd like go to all the gallons of milk and look at the stamp on them and see what factory they were made in. You know, it's the little things in life.
Okay, that's like an old man thing, but whatever.
Wow.
You know, that's a tough one because I'm really not like off the top of my head, there are very few things that I can think of that I'm not like, I have to have this or I don't dare eat that. I might go towards beer though. I know that's not your usual grocery list, but tends to make it onto mine.
Yeah.
Been there.
You know,
Parenting.
when I was younger and in college, as a legal age, of course, and didn't have a lot of money after college, it's pretty much if it was cold in a can or a bottle, I would drink it.
And it was labeled beer.
Yeah, it said beer. I would drink it.
Acme beer.
Had to be cold. I don't go with the warm stuff ever. But
Yeah.
now I'm kind of, as I sit here drinking a New Glarus Spotted Cow, I'm kind of a Spotted Cow snob. I know it might sound whatever, but if I'm going to the store and Kim says, hey, pick up some beer, like, I'm coming back with Spotted Cow. There's no question in my mind that's what I go in for, and that's what I come out with. I don't know. Colin, what do you think? Because maybe I can think of food items if I think longer.
Well, the easiest one is Heinz ketchup. If you provide me with Hunt's Red Gold, I'm gonna squirt it on your shirt.
Good to know for the first annual podcast camping
Cookout.
trip. Cookout.
Maybe we all just bring our own condiments.
Katie even did this real shystery thing where she bought, I think she got it at Aldi, but you've seen it, I think, our ketchup bottle currently.
Yeah.
And it, like, the color palette and all of the label is Heinz.
Even,
Heinz,
like, the
Heinz,
font
Heinz.
is Heinz.
Yes, everything about it is Heinz, but it's like Jim's Ketchup Emporium. That's so stupid. Nothing makes me more upset.
But again, that's probably, it's Heinz. But that's their way of selling it at Aldi. Without people thinking, oh, it's... I would
Hard out.
I would not guarantee, but I would wager. That seems a little less.
You're an adult.
Yeah, that there are companies that they make up these other companies and sell it at a different price, and the stores are in on it because they're still going to make their money, and they change prices because there's some people that are going to stick with their. You know, they're going to stick with their label, and there's other people like, I'm going to pay 50 cents cheaper, but they're getting the same thing. So these companies are making their money no matter what. That's my opinion.
But I hate it.
That's my idea.
You know, the other thing is, it just came to my head quickly, is salad dressings.
Yeah.
I like Hidden Valley.
Oh, sure.
I'm a ranch guy in particular, but I like Hidden Valley. And for a while, I was on like a huge salad kick. Every day I'd walk over to Century or I'd drive over to Century and
I
I'd
saw
get
you
their
there.
salads. And, you know, I thought, hey, I'm going to try like a whole bunch of different ranches and see if I can just find one that's like super good.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you go to a certain restaurant
Oh,
like
yeah.
Sammy's.
Mhm.
I love Sammy's
Sammy's
ranch dressing.
ranch.
It's phenomenal, but I haven't been able to find it anywhere. They
That's
must
because
like,
it comes in like a 6-gallon jug from Costco.
oh, then I need to go there and get that because it's
They make
awesome.
it.
But so I bought literally like this is not like all at one time, mind you.
Seems
like
like
over
it probably
a
was.
number of months, I was buying
One trip.
different
Then plays
ranches.
eeny, meeny, miny, mo in the fridge.
And there was a bunch of them that were just awful, like horrible ranch dressing. And I just coming back to Hidden Valley, like, all right, it's not as good as Sammy's. However, from
It's the best
literally
you're gonna
like
get from a
5 or 6 different ranch brands that I bought off the shelf, they seem to rise to the top. And now, like, as I think and like picture my, fridge and the cabinets and stuff at home and what we eat, like, we always have Hidden Valley Ranch. Like, it's just like I won't get any other off-brand ranches that tend to be questionable.
I'm glad you brought ranch up because that's one of the other things. I like Hidden Valley, but I'm a Wishbone guy. It's a little bit
Wishbone.
creamier. Yeah, it's
What
good.
an obscure choice.
It's so good.
Is that in every store or
Sorry,
just
what?
certain
well,
stores?
it's at Century and Walmart. That's all I needed to be
Okay.
at. But if I picked any ranch anywhere, I'd go Buffalo Wild Wings Ranch. I
Yeah,
don't know why.
It's not better than Sammy's.
No. Katie
No.
was giving me a spiel about how that was handmade in every restaurant, and I was like, that feels untrue to me.
No,
It's
I don't believe
handmade
it.
at their
In their
big
giant factory
factories
without
and then
hands.
sent to the restaurant. Because I looked it up. Because I wanted to see if they
In a
use
big
brand.
vat that they then ship it out in a
Yeah.
5-gallon bucket. to
And
every
there's a
store.
mouse in there, but whatever.
Probs. But I'm over it. No, actually, maybe I would pick Sammy's. Because Sammy's has like a little bit, it's a little bit like waterier almost.
It's
Oh,
good.
but
this is
it's
a big
so
topic
good.
for, what is that guy's name? The Busch Light guy. The You Betcha.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
You betcha. Yeah,
He
yeah.
has a whole thing about the viscosity of ranch. He's got like a whole like rating scale.
See, I don't
about-
like it too watery though. If
No.
it runs like water, that's crap.
Sammy's has it down perfectly, I think.
Yeah.
Like it's just watery enough where you're looking at it, you're like, but it sticks to everything perfectly. You don't ever get too much or too little.
And you can easily take it because I like the wrap that Sammy has for lunch.
Dump it
you
on.
can easily take it and either dump it on, or you can take a little knife and
dunk
like
it.
spread it
Yeah,
and
I'm
then
a-
eat it and
I'm a
spread it.
dunker.
See, sometimes when you have a wrap and you dunk, stuff falls into it, and then you're like, God dang it, I lost that piece.
I know.
So that's why I take it a little knife, spread it, and then I bite off the top. And when that's all
See?
gone, then I spread some
With
more.
the wrap, I'm a little poor. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna bite
can
there.
pour-
I'm a
pour
poor
it on
guy.
a little bit,
And
but
if
it's
you
the perfect
sometimes if you
consistency.
squish the wrap a little bit, then you get it to soak down
Oh,
through it.
Yeah. So in future episodes, we're going to talk about Scooby-Doo and the different versions, camping, and also ranch.
Ranch
but only
dressing.
ranch.
Just- yeah.
Just ranch. We'll take an hour ranch talk one day.
We probably could. Let's be real.
We could. But that day's not today. However, you might have ranch if you ever found yourself at a dinner. But now I need to know who you're choosing for your dinner as your guest. It can be someone alive. It can be somebody dead. I think in this case, I'm going to say it cannot be someone fictional, because that's a whole nother can of worms.
Can't be TV characters.
Nope.
But
It
it
can
What
be-
if they're real people?
They're playing
The
themselves.
actor. What if it's the actor?
Yes, you can have actors. Those
Like
are real
if I
people.
want Tim Allen from Home Improvement, he technically was playing Tim Allen, was he not?
I just need you to play.
Just kidding. That's not who I'm choosing.
just Tim Allen.
But now that
you
I
can
think
talk to him
about it-
about his role on Tool Time. That's all right. So dead or
So
alive,
are we doing one of each or?
whatever's clever.
One dead, one alive.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's go alive first.
I
'Cause
bet
I'm
you
gonna need
thought
to
this
think about
deer
mine.
was alive. Have you ever seen that video?
No.
Check it out. Chuck Testa.
I'm going to look it up right now.
It's worth your time.
Taylor, go ahead.
My one living dinner guest, I think, would be Neil Patrick Harris,
Interesting.
because he's done so many different, like mostly because I want to hear about all the different roles he's done, like How I Met Your Mother, everything he's done on Broadway, all the hosting of the award shows that he's done. Like he's just done so much, and I think he would just be a fun time to like just hang out with. I don't know what he would want to eat. I'd probably cook up like a big steak.
He'd probably
I'll
be like,
cook whatever
"Oh,
he
I'm gonna
wants."
have this grass."
I don't know though.
He's probably a vegan.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's a
I kind of want to look
grass
it up, but I would be
He's a
totally okay
grazer.
with that because he seems like a pretty cool dude. I think it would be a very interesting and much longer dinner than I'm expecting it to be. But I think that'd be kind of fun.
I think that's an interesting choice when you say, like, because of all the things he's done. Because outside of How I Met Your Mother, I can't name one.
Doogie Howser,
Doogie Howser.
MD.
Nope, didn't never watch it because
What?
I'm not 70.
What
He's
about-
seen it, and
Okay,
he's
what
not
about
only
70.
50.
Hold on.
Whatever.
What about he's in not Super Troopers. He's in Harold and Kumar
Yeah. It's not
as
that,
himself.
not that meaningful to me. But what I'm saying is when you're like, he has been in so many things. I can think of just about
You've seen him on hosts of all sorts
Yeah.
of award shows, though.
It's just like everybody else. I'm just saying that when I think of people that have done a lot of stuff, he is not near the top of my list.
Okay, but you wouldn't want to hang out with the dude that played Barney Stinson?
I mean, it'd be fine.
I don't know. That'd be
So
pretty
who
cool to
would
me.
you
Yeah.
want to have dinner with besides Tyler and I? Because that's a given.
And that's already happened.
Yeah, I don't care to do that.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I think
I
I'm
guess
just
I'll cancel my plan.
Yeah, I'd cancel that sucker. Anyway, my selection would be one Steven Ranella. Whoever always looks at me weird and they're like, who the hell is this guy?
Who the hell is that guy?
Look at those books over there on that shelf behind you. On the right side.
The Meat Eater.
The man
That's a pretty good one.
behind the Meat Eater brand.
Got it.
Which is not just a show, but, well, first, it started as a show.
And a podcast.
Well, the show's first.
Well, yeah.
And I like the show because it's not like one of those hillbilly hunting shows where it's like, well, I got Lefty and old Teuton and Jim
Why?
Bob, and they have like names for all of the deer because they've just been feeding them snacks for the last 5 years. Well, look at that rack, you know? It's more like, well, I'm in this cool ass place and I'd sure like to put something in the freezer. So the show is like, there's more to it than just like, you know, counting points, which I think is neat. The podcast is unbelievable because he sits down with, like, they talk about hunting, but also he sits down with politicians and historians and authors and just like anyone that you can think of. And there's very like intelligent conversation, which you don't necessarily expect out of a hunting TV show. But he's like got a master's degree in literature or whatever. He's like an author.
That's why you have 1 million books by him.
I got a lot of books. Those books are awesome. There's the complete guide to hunting, butchering, and cooking wild game. 2 versions. One's for like small game and stuff, and the other one's for big game. And as a guy that knows literally nothing about hunting, that's pretty helpful. But just like to pick his brain on all of the things that he has seen and done and knows would be real helpful to me as a guy like aspiring, like still very much young in the world of hunting, but I guess like the outdoors in general, honestly. So that would be my choice. Probably not like someone like a real household name, but I think the people that know him are like, oh yeah, no, that'd be awesome.
Is he gonna cook dinner? Because
Well,
can I join?
That'd
Yeah,
be part
for
of,
sure.
That'd be part of it,
Of
for
course.
sure. Yeah.
I'm in.
And it's gonna be like a moose.
I say, like,
and,
you're gonna go out
like,
hunting with him for a
like,
couple
kinda
days.
Crazy shit.
This is a tough one because there's probably like 5 names that come right to the top of my head right away. Jordan Burroughs happened to be one of them who I was thinking of.
yeah.
You know, just to see all the hard work and everything he's gone into. For those of you in podcast land, he is
He's the quarterback for the Cincinnati Bengals.
an Olympic wrestler.
That's Joe Burrow.
Oh shoot!
He came from a very poor area in New Jersey and wrestled for Nebraska, was a national champ, and then just kind of exploded on the international scene. But I think I'm going to settle with, and you guys probably don't even know who this is, so this is going to
Is he
date
the
me.
one guy from 8 Below?
No.
Oh, Paul Walker?
Have you heard of the...
No, we're not at that section yet. It's the next
Because
one.
I read a couple books when I was younger, like
Pour one
elementary
out.
and high school. Dave Winfield, does that name ring a bell? Either one of you
Yeah.
guys?
Boston Red Sox.
Minnesota Twins,
Close.
but close.
They were
So
red
Dave
socks.
Winfield happens to be, and you guys can win some money off somebody at a bar some night about this.
Barroom banter. That's another topic on the
Dave
meteor.com.
Winfield is the answer to the question, who is the only man ever drafted in all 3 professional sports? Football, baseball, basketball.
He sounds pretty soft.
Dave Winfield. He did not play basketball at all, even. But he was like 6'4" and just a physical specimen of a man.
Who drafted him?
I don't know that off the top of my head.
Desperate
I have the
teams,
book
huh?
in my basement. I can dig it out. But
I'm gonna look this up.
he was drafted for football because he was like LeBron James size,
LeBron
like a big
James.
man. And he ended up playing baseball and is a Hall of Famer in baseball and just a phenomenal athlete. African American man. So he grew up, in a difficult time. He didn't come from a lot of money. And so when I was younger, reading a couple of his books, I think that one of them might even have been my older brother Matt. What is he, Colin?
Well, that would be of the Reeses. He's the most superior,
Oh, got it. One of them might have been him because he's a big baseball guy, and it was
and he's just a stand-up man.
yeah, just stand up.
He's there for you in your time of need
What
and
a
stuff.
stand-up guy.
Yeah.
So anyway, I think I would settle on Dave Winfield because I'd love to hear about why he chose baseball.
I'd like to change my answer to Matt Reese. Matt, if you want to come over,
And then you could be a guest on the podcast.
dinner and a podcast.
you're in,
Wow.
Timmy.
So yeah, I think I'd like to sit down and have dinner with Dave Winfield and just hear about how he was drafted in all three sports, why he settled on baseball, how his college, because he did play 2 college sports, I believe.
Water
and was just
polo
a phenomenal athlete all the way
javelin
around.
toss.
So
Sam Swarton.
hey, I didn't knock your meat eater.
That's because he'd knock you.
Dave Winfield was a. I'm not even gonna
I'm
argue
even
with you.
taller than he is. I don't care.
You're 5'7".
What?
Dave Winfield was like 6'4".
Yeah, okay. I was a little kid once.
Anyway, Tyler, dead.
No, Dave actually sounds like a cool dude.
Look him up and read about him a little bit. He is amazing. Anyway, moving on to the dead man.
Seems like the old man's LeBron James.
Before LeBron James.
Right, that's
Except
what I'm
LeBron
saying.
was not drafted in all 3 sports.
No, he wasn't. But I have no doubt that he could pretty much do whatever he wants.
I think he could have been. I don't know how his baseball skills are. I never. But as a football, he could have
Probably
been a
more.
tight end,
A
been a
tight end,
monster.
yeah, for
Like,
sure.
yeah. But
Yeah.
I spent too much time listening to your guys' choices and not thinking about mine.
It's because we're so awesome.
Do either of you have one so that I have more time to think, or do
I'll
I
go.
just have to pick one on the spot?
Part of me wants to zing Jacob and say Walter Payton because I just have a hunch that might be on his list. But I'm not going to do it.
good, because I'm not going to do it either then.
All right, well, then
All right, I know what I got.
I'm not going to. I would like to select Robin Williams.
Oh, that's such a good one.
Thank you. He's like one of my all-time funniest humans.
Yes.
Like I loved every role, but also I think it would be so interesting to know more about the man behind the facade.
Yeah. Like his mental health issues and
Yeah.
what made him tick
what
and
was-
what made him break down.
Yeah.
And we could talk about Flubber, which I think would be important.
That would be like top 5 questions to ask him.
So, tell me about Flubber.
Can we the first time I watched Flubber as a kid, I did not like it.
Well, that's 'cause you
I
had
didn't
poor
like
taste.
it. But I ended up watching it for some reason. I think we had it. I never even saw it when it first came out. We had it on VHS. I watched it. I was like, that wasn't a very good movie. And then for some reason, I remember watching it a month later and thinking, wow, that's actually a really good movie. What was I thinking? I don't know.
You're dumb.
Sometimes.
That is pretty dumb.
Also-
but that's a great choice.
I also like his role as Teddy Roosevelt in Night at the Museum, which led me to
so
almost
good.
selecting Teddy Roosevelt because I also thought that would be a
That
fascinating
is a great
conversation.
choice also.
That one would, if I could have had dinner with Teddy Roosevelt and Steve Rinella, who's on the board of the Teddy Roosevelt Conservation whatever, there could have been just, oh man,
Your life's complete there.
my life's complete. It's all I need.
Yeah, those are some good selections. So I'm gonna go with Walter Payton. He was number 2 maybe.
I know that he was on your short
He
list.
was on a very short list. I'm a huge fan for those of you in podcast land. If you ever want to send us,
Did you guys hear about the time Jake used to jump over his brothers in the house and find his Walter Payton?
have I shared that story once?
I don't know. I don't think I've ever heard that one.
That's for another time. Huh? Maybe like our favorite kid games we can reminisce on.
We'll pull that on.
I always like to hit golf balls at my brother standing in the same box.
That had nothing to do with Walter Payton. Anyway,
It was all in the same.
I think I'm going to
Favorite
go
kid
with
games.
JFK.
Sure.
You know, he was a very young president and young in a political. Let me preface all this by saying I'm not like hugely into politics.
Yeah, I'm a little
Like,
bit
I don't-
offended actually right now.
about politics
Figure
or
it out.
Just
JFK
you
or
having an opinion.
Oh, okay, cool. So that's why I'm not huge into politics. But just the fact that he was so young and what he did when he was president, and obviously, like, he threw some people off, but he got some stuff accomplished, and he was very popular president. And the whole family dynamic behind the Kennedy family, like, I'd like to hear like what he has to say about some of the brothers and uncles and so and so and so and so around the family. But and just like I don't know, I just like to talk to him and like get him, have a beer with him and get him out of the White House and
Yeah,
talk
that'd be
to
another
John,
really good one.
John
Really
Kennedy
good
Jr. and be like, listen,
JJ.
come on, shoot me straight here, bud. Like,
Yeah.
what do you got for me? I just think it'd be a pretty interesting evening.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah.
That would be a really good one. All right, I got mine.
God, about time.
I'm sorry.
Now that we've spoon fed it to you.
Great.
No, it's not anyone either of you probably even know. So
Oh, it must be a
I'm just gonna
famous
say the name.
Burlingtonian.
No, it's not. Chester Bennington.
Oh, yeah, he did invent the chocolate fest.
That's not Fest. Chester Bennington. He was the lead singer of Linkin Park.
Ah, yes. Bennington
He
Pontoons as
committed
well.
suicide a couple years ago. But so Linkin Park is like one of my favorite bands. I still remember like the first time I listened to one of their albums. I was in 5th grade. One of my good friends at the time said, "Hey, you need to listen to this album." And CDs, you probably never used a CD, Colin.
Was it explicit?
Yeah, probably.
'Cause you
I
shouldn't be
probably
listening
should
to
have
it.
been
Yeah, I'm
listening
kind of
to it.
Not in
disappointed.
fifth grade.
I'd like to ask a few questions to Mr. and Mrs. Heck when they get a chance. Please call me.
Okay. My mom knows that I listen to Linkin Park.
Your mom
One
listens
of-
to Linkin Park?
One of like our songs is by Linkin Park because it's about me being an asshole. But anyway,
Well, your mom probably picked it out for you.
Sounds
In
right.
that case.
Okay, I'm in.
but yeah, I would pick him just because in 5th grade, like Linkin Park it still is one of my favorite bands. I listen to all their stuff all the time still, even from that first album.
Mostly
and
the
just-
Transformers soundtracks.
Well, yeah, always.
That was the best.
I'm just saying.
But I just want to kind of similar to why you picked, like why we talked about Robin Williams. Like I just want to know what was going on
In
like,
the end.
Yeah, kind of. Yes. Even though like
wanted to get him
you
to tell
get
you what
you get a
I've
glimpse
done.
of it like as you're listening to the music, like you have an idea because it's there, but just hearing it and being able to because they were supposed to be at Rock USA a couple years ago until everything happened.
Then Ozzy was there with
It doesn't
the bat
even
and the
matter.
foam gun and all the shit.
Yeah, that wasn't the same time. But anyway, same place, same stage, but not the same time.
See, I'm testing all of you in podcast land to see how many of our past episodes you've listened to. With all these callbacks.
We are bringing a lot of callbacks up in this one. But yeah, that would be my guy right there.
All great choices, I think.
Really?
I want to
wow.
sit in on all of these 3 dinners. I'm not going to lie.
I thought that was going to be like harder than it was.
I think it should be dinners like we each choose 2 guests, but we're all sitting in on it. Like it's here, we're eating dinner, having the podcast with all of them because I think all
That's
of them
true.
would be
So there's
amazing.
9 of us.
and I think it
No,
would
no,
be
not at
interesting
the
to
same
us.
time. Like
No,
not at the same time.
What?
Like,
No, I think it
I
should
think
be.
it should be at the same time.
I've
Some
always
of these
wondered.
people would
I've always
really-
wondered, like, how JFK and Chester Bennington Pontoons would get along. So, do you like class? Shut up!
Colin's making fun of somebody besides me. I love
I
it.
thought I'd give you a night off.
yeah, I'm just not going to respond. My speech's going to stop real quick. That's the thing.
Oh, man. Well, that's good. I like that. See if somebody can get that dinner on the books. don't exactly know how to make it happen, but I'm game to try.
Figured out.
Dead people might be more difficult than the live ones.
Figured I don't know, they got a lot of free time. So now, I slaved away today making a new game for us to play called the College Mascot Smackdown. Dun, dun, dun.
Really? It says name that mascot right here.
Yeah, but I had a way cooler name on my actual little deal here. So
I like College Mascot SmackDown.
Yeah,
I do too.
deal
I'm
with
just, I'm a little disappointed.
You
it's
should
not on
update the agenda then.
Well, sorry. I had a lot of stuff going on, and so what's the deal here? It's Jeopardy style, 5 categories. I know Jeopardy always goes well. I like it because it's
Not
got a
for
little
me.
scorekeeper, and it'll be like 100 to 100 at the end of the sucker.
If I even get 100.
No, you can do it because you guys.
Lucky Badger.
No, he sucks.
You know he didn't put him on.
I
there.
know he wouldn't. What a jerk face.
They suck. I almost put him under the one of the categories. All right. So when I say college mascot, I'm talking Golden Gopher, not
the
Goldie
name.
Gopher. You know.
So we don't need to know Bucky. We need
I
to
want
know
like
Wisconsin
shitty,
Badgers.
shitty Badgers versus shitty Bucky. You feel?
I don't know what that means.
They don't,
Yep.
They're for the same school. How do they play each other?
So you just want Wildcat.
Yeah, like the
For
team
Kentucky.
name. Yep.
Got it.
Do
Okay.
you want the school with it? Because
Warhawks.
we
No,
all have the same-
No, I'm gonna provide you with the school,
Oh,
and you're
got it.
gonna tell me the team name.
Got it. Okay.
Okay? We're all college fans here, sports ball and such. And I've really been thinking about college sports ball these days, particularly the football sport.
That isn't going to happen.
Yeah, I can't wait for
Maybe
the Big
some.
Ten. Oh,
Wah, wah,
No, I'm gonna have to pick a Big
wah.
12 school,
yeah.
It's
I'm
all
not,
going to fold before
I'm not going
long.
to the SEC.
probably.
I'll go ACC,
It's all going to
but
fold.
not Clemson or Florida State.
You can go cheer for Notre Dame.
Virginia Tech.
VT. Yep, that's it. I'm in. I'm a Hokie.
They suck.
I'm gonna choose a Big 12 school. I like the Big 12 because you know.
I could
what?
see you as an OU guy.
Yeah, I know.
You were talking Oklahoma State last week.
Well, that's
right?
only because I have the friggin' sweatshirt deal. I think I'd prefer to be a Sooner.
Yeah.
Colors are better. Oh
Yeah.
wait, no, I don't think so. I think Oklahoma State's colors are better.
Black and orange?
I like black and
That's
orange.
what I was in high school.
Well, that's stupid.
Well, I
It
don't
should have
like 'em
been
for that
brown
reason.
and other
But
brown
OU,
for chocolate
that's
Fest.
lacrosse.
The Burlington chocolates.
We weren't the Burlington Chocolates.
They should have
They
been,
should
though.
have. Feels like a missed opportunity.
I kind of all right. In another lifetime, I would go back and change it, and it would be the poop emoji.
Well,
As
that's not
the
bad.
A great logo.
yeah.
Except that wasn't around 60 years ago when you were in high
No,
school.
I'd make it
That
because I know
actually,
it.
that'd be
Time
good.
travel.
Time travel. That's like that one movie where the guy knows all the Beatles songs, and nobody else does. Have you heard about that?
Yeah.
We've talked about that on here, haven't we?
Wow. Call back. All right. So anyway, the 5 categories. Roy G. Biv.
Rainbow.
Yep. Yep. That'll eat you.
Animals.
Yep. That'll eat you. Aw. Can I pet it?
Oh, those
Cute animals.
cute bunnies.
You guys both look like you might want to hit me in the face.
Jack dudes.
Kick ass mascots.
What the heck does that even mean?
Oh yeah, those
Just
are
really
strange
messed up
ones.
ones.
Yeah,
Oh, this is gonna
those
be
are gonna be tough. And Colin believes it's gonna be 100 to 100 at the end, so he's probably found. Wait,
No,
are
actually,
these D1, D2, D3?
they're all D1.
Okay.
And I actually going through this, I like consciously was like, we're gonna have answers to all of these.
We're gonna get them, or
Like somebody's gonna know them.
okay.
I'm feeling good.
I hope
so. I
so.
need buzzer sounds from each of you.
beep or beep beep.
Jake, because you're tonight's favorite, you can go first.
I'm not even mad.
Reggie Biv. Yep, that'll eat you. Oh, can I pet it? You both want to hit
Let's
me in
go.
the face.
Yep, that'll eat you for 300.
I hate when we go out of order.
Go right in the middle.
Pennsylvania State. Yes.
The Nittany Loins.
The old loins. That's correct.
They are not the Navy loins. They're the lions.
No, I
So-
spelled it wrong in here, so he's right.
I got a buddy.
Bullshit.
I got a buddy who is in Madison, wrestling coach friend I met through another friend who is a
Sounds like just the guy. you
PSU alumni. So we always give him a hard time that he's got a mascot of a Nittany Loin.
That's not quite.
hates
That's
it.
not quite as much fun as when I was once at the Champs Sports Bowl where Wisconsin played Florida State, and the drunk guy next to me kept calling them the semen holes.
That wins. You're
That-
right.
That was good.
I'm gonna stick with what's the gonna eat you for.
Hold on, wait. Before we go on, what is a Nittany lion exactly?
It's a. Have you seen
It's a
that
type of
mascot?
it's a really weak lion.
That
It
is
looks like a
that is the.
cougar.
It looks more like a squirrel. That mascot sucks.
Yeah.
So would it really eat you? Is my question.
it might.
Yeah, I'll try.
If you were in the wild and maybe couldn't outrun it.
As
I've
long
just
as it
always
wasn't too
wondered
cold
that.
because it's wearing a scarf.
Let's go back to that for
Oh,
400.
It's an upper class lion. I got you.
North Carolina State.
Beep beep.
Yes.
Wolfpack.
Correct.
I couldn't get by North Carolina and I couldn't get to the state part.
I was about to say Tar Heels. I'm like, wait a second.
That
That's
won't
not
eat
gonna-
you.
It's not going to eat you.
Damn it.
Tyler.
We'll stay within the category of what's going to eat me, but we're going to 100.
Yep. Brigham Young.
Beep beep.
Yes,
Cougars.
that's correct.
Same category, 200.
Uh-huh. Florida.
Beep beep.
Oh, jeepers.
I'll give it to Jake.
Wow,
Gators.
that's correct.
Chomp chomp. Let's finish her off for $5.
Montana.
Nope, that's Wyoming. That won't eat you.
I mean, maybe, but that's weird.
Do I lose points if I answer?
Like I might kick you in the leg.
Okay, that's willing to take a shot.
Yeah.
Are they the Golden Bears?
Nope.
Ah, damn it.
That's California.
I can see the logo.
Who's not
marking.
on here? Don't worry, I didn't give away an answer.
Time's up. Moving on.
Yeah, I don't know.
I hate you both. That would be the Grizzlies, my all-time favorite of
Oh.
critters.
Oh, that's not even one.
That's why it's
I had
500
no
because it'll
idea.
eat you the most.
Yeah. Okay.
They're maroon and white. Yeah. Anyway.
Huh.
So back to me then, right?
Yeah, sure.
Let's go with that's cute for 300.
Connecticut. Jake.
The Huskies.
Correct.
Sticking with the same one for $4.
Oregon State.
Beep, beep.
That was Tyler.
Yeah.
The Beavers.
The Beavers are correct.
Beaver could bite you though. That's not that cute.
Yeah, they're pretty cute.
Might not eat you,
Just
but
if
they're
you
just-
stay at a distance.
Like if they're just sitting there holding a stick, you know.
like we're looking at the
snacking
baby.
on it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Same category, 100.
Well, that's Louisville.
Beep beep.
Sorry. Louisville.
Beep beep.
Yes.
oh, you threw me off when you said Louisville. I'm like, what the hell is that? That's dumb.
Cardinals.
Say it
Cardinal.
right.
That's correct.
Same category, 200.
Uh-huh. Mississippi State. The Fighting Dak Prescotts. And Cameron Lawrence.
I can only see the big M.
Maybe they are the big M's. Yes.
Are they the Bulldogs?
That's correct.
Oh, that's right. They are the Bulldogs.
There's a 500 left in that one, right?
Was that 400 or 200?
That
was two.
Yeah, that's right.
200.
500? Is that
That's
the only one
tied
left?
at 1,000. Nice work, gentlemen.
Is that the only one left?
That's right.
$5 it is.
Florida Atlantic.
Beep beep.
Yes,
The Owls?
that's correct.
Wow, I didn't know that one.
You can thank NCAA 14 for that.
So we're left with Roy Jabiv. You guys both look like you want to hit me in the face, and what the heck does that even mean?
You look like you guys both want to hit me in the face for 100.
That's where I was going to go.
Notre Dame.
Beep beep. Oh,
Jake.
The Fighting Irish.
Correct.
Let's go down to
100?
See how much better this is going?
Five.
Yeah, because that's the easy one.
let's skip right to 500. Get it off the shelf.
East Carolina.
Beep beep.
Yes,
Pirates.
correct.
That's dumb. I didn't know that.
They're purple and
Purple
yellow.
and yellow.
Still dumb.
Same category, 200.
Rutgers. Jake.
The Golden Knights?
Incorrect.
Beep beep.
Tyler.
Scarlet Knights.
Correct. Tyler.
300.
Mississippi.
Beep beep.
Yes,
Rebels?
correct. See, on these ones, like BYU and this one, I don't want to give you Ole Miss. I like to make your brain turn. Tyler.
400.
Louisiana. Ooh, Huff. This was another one where I wanted to make your brain spin around.
Beep, beep.
Yes.
I think this is wrong, but I'm going to say the Raging Cajuns.
That's correct. Formerly Louisiana Lafayette.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh,
I thought it was
yeah.
you, Lafayette. But
Yeah. They in the last year or something.
Just
they-
changed?
Yep.
Tyler just blew it open right there, everybody.
Roy
big.
Biv.
Feels good.
And what the heck does this even mean?
We'll go Roy G. Biv, 100.
Syracuse. Yes.
Orange men.
No, incorrect.
Orange.
All right.
Yeah, that's fine.
Wow. They got rid of Orange Men because it's insensitive. Jake.
Let's go 2 bills.
North Texas.
Beep, beep.
Yes,
The Mean Green.
that's correct.
What the heck?
Except, don't they have an eagle?
It does, yeah.
300.
It's a green eagle, though. Oh, Minnesota.
Beep.
What the?
My buzzer got stuck. Did you guys hear that? It
Who
got
let the
stuck.
goat in the room? Why is there a goat in the studio here?
Golden Gophers.
What an unbelievable. Jake gets 5,000 points for naming the best team in the world.
I'm not even mad.
That was a daily double, wasn't it?
Okay.
Stop. Daily quadruple.
He loses points for using 2 sounds that weren't. He used my sound.
Buzzer got stuck. I couldn't help
No,
it.
my sound came before his sound. I should get those points.
Let's go right down the list on that one.
Stanford.
Beep, beep.
Yes. Oh, boy. Oh, he prematurely
Yeah, he did.
shot it off.
No, I just get.
His buzzer, I mean.
I don't know. I
Pass.
just see the freaking pine tree.
It's such a good Christmas tree when you're on NCAA 14
Yep.
playing the mascot challenge.
Yes.
Actually, Stanford versus Syracuse is a strong matchup in that.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
to
I'm
me.
passing it. I don't.
I
remember.
see the pine tree too, and I wasn't gonna buzz because I can't think of it.
Cardinal. Singular,
Oh, yeah.
like the color.
Yes.
Jake.
Keep it going down that list.
Tulane.
I can see it again because of NCAA 14. Beep beep.
Yes,
Just a wild shot in the dark.
Hit me.
Are they the Green Wave?
that's correct.
What the heck? God, I'm good. Except for the Stanford Cardinal. All right, what the heck is that?
Yep.
100.
Is that whole column's gone?
Yep.
Oh well.
Indiana.
My buzzer's sticking.
Beep,
Hoosiers.
What the heck's a Hoosier?
I know, right? 200.
Akron.
Beep beep.
Yep.
Zips.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What the heck's a zip?
300.
Utah. Yep.
Utes.
Uh-huh.
4 bills.
Hawaii. Yes.
Are they the rainbows? They're not the rainbows.
Nope.
That would have been a Roy G. Biv otherwise.
I want to say the Islanders, but we know what that is.
Nope. The Rainbow Warriors.
Dang it. I knew it was rainbow something.
For 500. What the heck does that even mean? Coastal Carolina. This one is my personal favorite. One time I had to look it up
For what?
to figure out what the hell this meant.
I got nothing.
I can't think of it either.
And I just lost.
Ladies and gentlemen, this would be the Chanticleers. A Chanticleer is a mythical rooster.
Sounds tough
So
to
they're
me.
the-
Why wasn't that in the
Are they,
Eat Ya?
they're just trying to one up the Gamecocks of South Carolina.
Pretty much.
Yep, they're like teal. It's kind of ugly.
I could picture
see
them.
the
I could see the
colors,
colors,
yeah.
but I couldn't see the mascot.
That would explain
It's all right. I lost by more than 500, so that wouldn't have made the game anyway.
Well, you only lost by 100%. 3,800 to 1,900.
it. Oh, dang. I didn't think it was that far apart.
You hit the big. You hit like 3
Yeah.
500s.
Yeah.
And
that's
you
true.
took that one whole category pretty much.
Yeah.
Wow, that was. God,
That was dynamite.
that was good.
I honestly, I got to thank NCAA 14 for almost all of those.
Are they ever
like,
gonna bring those
obscure ones.
games back now that they're working on?
I thought
player
I read an
compensation?
article
I
a
thought
couple
it-
months ago that they
I
were
thought so too.
because they're allowing them to get paid for their rights or whatever.
I literally
Um,
don't care if anyone looks anything like anyone
No,
that plays
I
college
don't
football.
either.
Just please let me play as college team.
Yeah.
You can even just make teams, good and bad, randomly. I don't care.
Totally
Even
fine.
if-
Don't care.
Think about they never use the real names. They just put halfback 32.
Yes.
Like don't even use names.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Don't even
care.
use the real numbers.
Just every time I start a new one, just make it auto-generate. Or
Yeah.
I want to be.
If
at
I
this
want to
school.
be Alabama, Birmingham, and just recruit like
And
crazy
use
for the Blazers,
halfback
Right.
6.
Yeah.
They might not even have a 6
Fine.
on their
Right.
team. Just make it happen.
But also, they need to make sure they bring back the custom conference thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
So that in 10 years, when I'm playing it again, like I am 2014, I can make it realistic. Except you can't. You have to like create all the new teams that they
Yeah.
have, and that kind of sucks. But
I did hear that on the new Madden, because on Madden 20, you got to play like the last 2 games of the college football playoff, and it gave you like 8 or so college teams to choose from: Oklahoma, Florida State,
LSU,
Clemson.
Miami,
There were
yeah.
like a
Nice.
handful, and so like that gave you like just a little taste. But I think that I saw that it's gonna like you play like a full season or something, or
That's
2
what I
seasons,
thought I
or
saw. That'd
like
be cool.
So you
as
could
like
play
one,
with a
as
player
like
and
one
get him
player.
drafted?
Yeah,
Nice. That would be sweet.
which is just like, oh, like we're so close.
That
Yeah.
was the other thing
And if
I
you
liked.
can do that, why can't you make a game?
I liked that about NCAA 14 because you got to play your senior season in high school.
Oh yeah.
If
I
you were
remember
doing,
that.
Like the My Player.
Yeah.
You could play your senior season. You created your high school. You picked the colors and everything.
Yes.
It was pretty cool.
I always am a sucker for the My Player modes.
Yeah.
I liked when Madden used to have like you had like a little like apartment.
Yeah,
and
you
then
had to
you
like
had,
do.
then you like had a house, and then you like had this big fancy mansion and stuff, and you could.
Yeah.
That was always good. Now it's kind of dwindling away
They've
from
gotten
that.
more like into the story.
Yes,
and
which are
away
like
from-
those are fun.
Yeah.
Like the face of the franchise thing's cool, but long shot with the guy Jason
Yeah.
Street all of a sudden is like what? A country singer.
Yeah, and you're playing with what's his buddy Colt.
Colt. Yeah, that's Jason Street.
Oh, that's
Friday Night
yeah.
Lights.
Okay.
And it
But
freaked me out
Colt
because I
was
was
the
like,
dude.
why does this
Yeah.
animated guy look so much like Jason Street? Because it was.
Because it was.
I think you can still because that was 19, right?
I think so.
I think those 2 guys are somehow in Madden 20. Like
oh yeah,
you
I
can
think
get
like
them.
Ultimate Team or something.
Yeah.
So anyway, for those of you that don't play Madden, sorry about that.
You were just confused for
I
5
bet
minutes.
I'm
Timmy
not
plays.
sorry about it. Timmy plays because
Timmy
he's not
definitely
11.
plays.
A little dick.
Even the real Timmy, even the fake Timmy probably plays
For sure.
because
I hope so.
he's
Everybody-
never been camping before.
Yeah. What a
else is he
nerd.
gonna do?
So he's probably a gamer.
Man, what a great show.
That was really good.
It's pretty dynamite.
That was probably some of our finest work from start to finish.
Yeah.
We've had good segments, but that was just, whew.
Top 3 episodes.
Hit it out of the
Feeling
park.
good. Yeah. Now we come away with all these other topics for like the
We need
next
to- let's-
show.
let's
I'm
write these
excited
down
for
so
like
we
the
don't
next
forget.
4 shows because we got
Scooby-Doo,
kick-ass
camping,
topics.
Ranch, Madden.
That's 4 episodes
Oh.
right there.
Boy. Guys, that was great. Thanks for coming along on this wonderful journey to explore the depths of our relationships. This has been
Nope, I'm out.
Delilah.
And we circle back.
Another
that's a
comeback
callback.
to this episode.
Boom.
That's like Inception.
Oh, folks. If your name's Timmy, fess up. But if you're anybody else, please continue to reach out to us. We'd love to hear from you. For Jake Reese, Tyler Heck, I'm Colin Frederick, and let's get the heck out of here.